Shalom, my sisters. We are continuing this talk about what kind of field are you? Going right back into it, giving a rehearsal. Here we go.
Disciples asked,
"Why do you use parables when you talk to the people?"
"You are permitted to understand the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but others are not. To those who listen, more understanding will be given. But to those who do not listen, even what little they have will be taken away." This fulfills Isaiah's prophecy.
Their hearts are hardened, their eyes are closed, and their ears cannot.
Yeah, I should tell you. Matthew 13, and we're continuing. So that's verse 10 onward to 16, okay? Talking about the kind of field you are. Yeshua is speaking to his disciples, and here we continue. So in a different kind of version, the AI version. Here we go.
But blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. The seed on the footpath represents those who hear the message but don't understand. The evil one comes and snatches it away. The seed on rocky soil grows quickly, but without deep roots. It dies when trouble comes. The seed among thorns is overtaken by the worries of life and the lure of wealth. But the seed on good soil grows and produces a harvest, 30, 60, even 100 times what was planted. Let your heart be the good soil where faith takes root and yields an abundant harvest. My disciples asked,
"What?"
So, okay, that's like the recap of it. We're going to continue again. Continuing. Just showing you that for those of you who have a little bit of ADD and a really short attention span. But again, we are not like that, right? We are growing in our faith. We're letting this message sink in, and we're going to put on our heart and our heads of wisdom and deep into the deep dives of the word. We're talking about biblical biology. We women are fields. And what kind of field are you? What kind of field are you, sis? You need to know. Alrighty. So continuing, verse 11. Jesus answered them and said, "To you it was granted to you the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them it was not been granted. For whosoever has, to him more shall be given. And he who has abundance, but whatsoever does not have, even what he has shall be taken away from him." So he's talking about the words of wisdom, the understanding. Whatever you have, if you use it, you're going to be given more. And that's why you're continuing with this channel called For Wisdom. That's why you're still listening, because you want more, right? And if you have it and you grow and you produce fruits, you're going to be given more. "Therefore, I speak to them in parables, because while seeing they do not see, and while hearing they do not hear, nor do they understand." You're not getting it from Deborah, right? You're gone already, but no. The rest of you understand. Stick with me. "In their case, the prophecy of Isaiah is being fulfilled, which says, you will keep on hearing, but you will not understand. You'll keep on seeing, but you will not perceive. For the hearts of the people have been dull, and with their ears they scarcely hear, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise they would see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and return, and I would heal them." Now, sisters, I'm talking about the advice that you're getting out there in the world. They do not understand. They do not comprehend. They are like the blind leading the blind. Talking about evolutionary psychology and all kinds of answers of nil, like complaining, grumbling, sprinkle, dribble. Everybody complaining about everybody, but nobody has answers about the relationship problems we're facing right now in our generation. Nobody understands because they do not want to listen to the word. They have rejected the Most High, rejected the Torah, don't like the instruction book, don't like the manual, don't like the man who made the manual, and therefore they can hear what we're saying, but they don't get it, right? The solutions, my sisters, are in the word. And if you have ears to hear, you will hear. And if it's landing on good soil, you will bear fruit. It will transform your relationships and your heart. Guaranteed. But it is a hard message to take in. It is difficult. And it takes some kind of upping your game, Stop being so simple-minded. Stop trying to get simple solutions. Stop trying to get these little fancy preachers talking, itching your ears and putting all kinds of glamour and all kinds of music, and you need all the zest to it for it to go down as if you're like a little baby. You're not a baby. You're a grown-ass woman. Listen to me here. We need to seek the word of God, and I'm asking you, what kind of field as a woman are you? Are you the ones with the rocks? Are you the ones with the thorns? Are you the one with the good virgin ground? And if not virgin, well, good ground, right? So Yeshua is explaining this to his disciples moving forward in chapter 13, verse 16. But blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear, speaking to his disciples. For truly I say to you that many prophets and righteous men desire to see what you see, and did not see it, and to hear what you hear, but he didn't hear it. Hear them the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the words of the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what has been sown in his heart. This is the one whose seed was sown beside the road. The one on whom seed was sown on the rocky places. This is the man who hears the word and immediately receives it with joy. Okay, you're probably here and your field is rocky. But you're excited. You're still listening to Sister Deborah about all this stuff. I know, you're receiving it with joy. But you got rocks, sisters, on your field. You got rocks. We got a whole bunch of garbage. We talked about the last episode. We got a problem here. Rocky. Excitement is great. Excitement, you know you got to change. You know there's some kind of hope. And you're excited. Verse 21, Yeshua is saying to them, yet he has no firm roots in himself, but is only temporary. And when affliction and persecution arise, the temptations of the world, the hot chat over there, the pookie over there, the workload, the lustful movies, the pornography, the drama on television, those kind of things steal you away. You don't even have the patience to let this bear fruit in you. You're already going right back to your old ways because you have too many rocks in your field. So Yeshua is saying here, the temporary worries and afflictions and persecutions arise because of the word immediately. He falls away. Or and I can say she falls away too. And, verse 22, and the one on whom seed was sown among the thorns. This is the man who hears the word and worry of the world and the deceitfulness of wealth chokes the word and it becomes unfruitful. Now, I like to refer to that field with all the old thorns as us women who are a little bit older in age, sexual marketplace value of 35 plus. We have not only rocks, but we have thorny lives because we're not bitter. We're sharp. We got sharp words. And we're wealthy. We got our own digs, man. We got our own boat. We don't need you, no man. No, we don't need no man. I got my money. I got my education. And I'm worried. I mean, I don't want to lose my education. I can't lose it, but I don't want to lose my job. I got a great paying job. You're telling me I'm getting married. Why should I get married? Why should I submit to a man? I'm making more than him. None of these men meet my qualifications, But I'm also worried because I'm getting older and I don't have the $1.5 million I need to retire. So I'm even going to work harder because I'm doing all this by myself. And dear, I get sick. Dear, anything happens to me, it's all on me. So these kind of things that Deborah's talking about, I have no time for it. None at all. I got to go to work. I got to live my life, girl. I'm a boss bee. That kind of soil. That thorny old soil. What kind of soil are you? Sisters, I love you all, and I'm talking to me too. I'm asking myself, what kind of field am I? I do not want to be the rocky one. I don't want to continue being the thorny one. I don't want the worries of life to distract me from growing in the kingdom and growing as a woman and bearing spiritual fruits at my age. And if you're younger, bearing physical fruits. And no matter what, letting the word of God bear fruit within you because you're not just taking it in one ear out the other. You're not that stupid. You're going to sit with it. And if you belong to him, you're going to hear, because his sheep hear his voice, right? So the question is, verse 23, and the one whom seed was sown on the good soil, this is the man who hears the word and understands, who indeed bears fruit, brings forth some 100-fold, some 30, and some 60. That's me, girls. I am planning, Sister Deborah is planning to get into the kingdom full force with a lot of fruit. That tree is going to be overburdened with spiritual fruit. That is my goal in life. And the question is, what kind of field are you? And if you're not the field you want to be, check me out the next session. We're going to talk about how we're going to fix this. How can we clean it up? How can we change? Love you all. I say this out of love. You know that. You can bear it. Drink some water. Sprinkle some salt. You'll be fine. Hit me up. Share the message. Help me spread the channel. And if you leave a question, a comment, it all helps spread the channel. Love you guys.